Hey everybody, welcome back to another video from Homesteading Off the Grid. At first, I may simply appear to be a man outstanding in his field. Upon further inspection, I may appear to be a man out sitting in his field. And upon further inspection still, I may appear to be a man out lying in his field. But if you would have been out here about 10 minutes ago, you would have seen that I was a man out raking in his field. Guys, here's what's going on. See all these little, well, they're not little, they're big. All these piles of grass. You know, they say when life gives you lemon, make lemonade. Well, I say when life gives you the rainiest year in the history of your part of the world where you've ever lived, so much rain that the grass gets so tall you can only cut it like once every 2 weeks because it takes it forever to dry out. Grass gives y'all, or when life gives y'all these grass clippings, make mulch. And that's what we've done here. We are going to mulch our garden with grass cuttings to keep down the weeds so we don't have to go in there and weed. Also so that this fall, later in the fall, we can till all that stuff up after we've harvested our fall vegetables and re-enriching the soil. And I want to show you, I've done this 2 different ways here. And I want to point these 2 ways out to you. I was up very early this morning, as I usually am, but I was up a little bit earlier than usual. So I actually came out in the dark and raked a lot of that hay over there with this rake. It's hard work and it took a lot of time. But then after the sun came up, everything dried out, and my beautiful bride Dearly and our son Daniel got up and he got off to school. I got the mower out, and as you can tell up there at the top, that's not a crop circle. We didn't get any strange visitors from some other planet last night. I just started mowing in a circle, blowing the grass inward so that I could minimize how much I had to rake. So if you're going to do something like this, that's actually the easy method. Now from here, I'm going to grab my tarp and we're just going to go rake some of this up onto a tarp and drag it over to the garden. So guys, this is a very simple method. It's a very simple idea, very simple concept, but it's kind of some hard work in that. I mean, you just got to drag your tarp around and put the grass on it like this. That's you know, one of the things about homesteading that I personally love is that it, you know, it is physical, it is active. Now there's a bunch of machinery I could get to make all this stuff easier. I like the fact that it's like I kind of don't have to worry about exercising, because throughout my day as I do these chores, I'm getting my exercise, and I still go running and jogging. I actually just ordered a new pair of running shoes. It'll be in here in a couple days so I can start running again, and because I've had a break for a bit. But you just got to do it. I mean, the only way to get it done is to get started, and then the only way to get done from there is to keep going until you finish. Okay guys, this is heavy. There's more room for more grass, but I won't be able to drag it if I put more on here. So we're going to go ahead and just drag this over to the garden. Hey guys, I might be dumb, but I'm not stupid. I was dragging this tarp with this grass over there, and I saw my lawn tractor sitting here, so I got a bit of cord out of the garage and tied it up. Let's see if this works. Alright guys, so I've got my first load of clippings over here at the first garden we're going to mulch. We have multiple gardens here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start like a working pile of this grass clipping mulch right here on the outside. So I can't carry this through the gate. And this is a project that's going to take me probably, I could get it done today if I worked on it all day. I'll work on it until it gets too hot and I feel like going up there in the hammock and taking a nap. So just as I go throughout the day, I'm going to keep using that tarp and the lawn tractor. That seemed to work out better than dragging it. So I'm just going to, as I bring my grass over, pile it up here into a working pile. So within 2 days at the most will be gone, because I'm going to have this completed. And if there's any left over, I can always just do this. These weeds need to be taken care of. I'll probably cut those down. So then I'll just go like this, bring it in a bucket at a time, and follow me on into the garden in here. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. We're going to start over here with our radishes, because they're doing the best so far. These are our, some of our fall crops that we planted about 2 weeks ago at most, or approximately, and these radishes are already coming up. I do want to point out over here behind this green bean TP, and we've harvested pretty much all those for the year, but we did plant some more on the porch in containers for the fall crop planting challenge. And as of this recording, it's late August. It's still not too late. You can do that yourselves. But this was weeds over here about this high, and as I weeded other parts of the garden, I brought the weeds over and threw them on top of those weeds, and that obviously has worked. That knocked down those other weeds and has kept them down. So now what we want to do is make sure that with these grass clippings, we don't have to come in here, and that's actually a radish, so I'm not going to cover that up. Just come in here and mulch between the rows. So this way, all that grass that grew up so tall, because we've had the rainiest season in our part of Virginia, probably in the history of Virginia, or at least since Sir Walter Raleigh landed in Virginia a long time ago. Like I said earlier, when life gives you lemons make lemonade, life has given us a bunch of grass clippings because of all the rain and all of the grass this year. So we're making mulch. So I'll bring in another bucket and I'll get this done. And like I said, I'll be going back and forth all day, bringing the grass. I'm going to work on this a little bit more. I'm going to take a break to do that and not keep you, but I'm going to bring you back here in just a few minutes and show you the final, the finished product, at least here as far as the radishes go. Well guys, tell you what, I was afraid I was going to have too much grass in my big field over there to use for this, but as I'm finding here, that entire tarp's worth of grass I brought over here, I've used for just the radishes. So that's not a bad thing, because I'm going to have several more times I'm going to have to cut grass this year, as long as the rain holds off and lets me do it. But if it keeps coming, it's just going to give me more grass to cut, which is going to give me more mulch. But isn't that beautiful? So this works the way it should. We're not going to have to waste any time getting in here and weeding our radishes now, because the grass clippings are going to keep the weeds down, because they're going to work as a mulch. And then here in a few months, once we've harvested everything for the year and we start treating our soil with some oak leaves to create the black gold stuff and other organic matter like what we've grown in here, we'll just till it in there and let it decompose and go back into nourishing the soil. So we hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you got something out of it. Maybe you learned something. If so, please subscribe to our channel, Homesteading Off the Grid, if you haven't. If you had, or if you have, like my son Daniel would tell you, bang that bell, click like, click share, and we'll see you next time with more from Homesteading Off the Grid.